Do you publish a YouTube channel? And if so, do you use CorelDRAW to make your thumbnails? If you don't, why not? Give me just a few minutes and I'll show you why you ought to. CorelDRAW is so simple and so easy for this process that it's worth your investment. Hi, welcome to CorelDRAW Techniques. My name is John Allred. Today I'm going to show you how I make the thumbnails for my YouTube channel, and you can do it too. It's simple and easy. I make thumbnails for each of my videos on my channel, and I do them usually by just copying from the previous thumbnail, but today I'm going to go through the entire process so that you can see everything that needs to be made. I keep all my files organized in my directory structure. That helps me kind of keep track of what I've done and also keep the elements of my images together. All right, so let's start out by creating the file. I've got a blank document open in CorelDRAW. I'm going to save as, and I want this to be 210328. Create thumbnail. Okay, and I'm going to put that, I do this in my projects folder. And I've already created that folder, so I'm just creating the new file now. All right, this is what one of my previous thumbnails looked like, and I'm going to use the same color scheme here, so I'll basically be recreating this one with new information for the title and a new image of me and also a new subject image here. Okay, so you see up here I've got 4 layers. Keeping the CorelDRAW file in layers helps keep everything organized and easy to deal with. Also, you'll notice on this thumbnail some things are in front of others, and it's easy to do that when you use layers. And I'm also using, I'll show you here, I'm also using Powerclips to keep things within boundaries. So let me show you this first rectangle. This is the entire outline of the thumbnail. YouTube wants you to use 1280 by 720, I think. Yep, I've got it set at 1280 by 720, and that sets the boundary so when I export it, it'll come out to 1280 by 720 pixels and be just right for upload to YouTube. All right, so let's go create our folders. I've got, let's see, image is the first one. Yeah, let me rename it. All right, images. Create a new folder, logo. New folder, brand text. And finally, title. All right, going to images first. I forgot to do this to start with, but I'll go ahead and do it now. I'm going to set the size of the page to what I want to output, so that'll make it fairly easy. Once again, I'm going to pixels, and let's go 1280 by 720. Okay, I'll zoom in on the page. All right, now I want to create a rectangle, size of the page, so I just double click on rectangle, it'll make it exactly the size of the page. And I'm going to make the background here. I've got the information saved here on paper, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of guessing. If you do this for yourself, you're going to make your own decisions about what colors to use. This is going to be 990000. I'm going to import a file. It's channel art, headshots. And today I create folders with a bunch of headshots in them, and then I will modify whichever one I choose to use for that day's thumbnail. Today I'm wearing a blue V t-shirt, so I've got some images in this folder wearing this, so the thumbnail will match up with what I'm wearing in the video. You don't necessarily have to do that. I think it's a good idea, but that's just me. All right, so I've already got 3 already prepared here. I'm not going to go through a long process on dropping out the background. You'll notice in my images here, let me see here. Let me set this to large icons. You see that I've got a green screen behind me. I've actually got a fold-up screen for that purpose. So I take my pictures with a green screen. However you do it is, is up to you. I found this works for me. And then I go into Photo Paint and I drop the image out using Photo Paint and then save it as that, and I can import it back to CorelDRAW as a CPT file. So let me see which one I want to use here. That looks good there. So I'm going to import that. It's going to be a little too big. I should make those smaller. Okay, I'm going to make it about 600, I think. And then I'm going to press P to center it. All right, now I'm going to Powerclip inside of this. Oops. All right, and I'm going to press Control, click, and that allows me to move this around. And then, see, I can take that just slightly outside of the Powerclip. And then when I click on Finish Editing this level, then that puts that Powerclip in there. Now, I'm going to add another Powerclip, another image with a Powerclip on it. So let me go back to Edit Powerclip. And this time I'm going to import, let me see, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm going to import and go back to thumbnails, pings, and let's see. That's same color, so let's use this one. I'm going to import that. This is going to be a little bit large too, but let me pull it down some. All right, and I want this one. I use this second Powerclip for sizing. I'll show you on this one. For sizing whatever goes here in the background. This might be this, or it might be go back to thumbnails. All right, and it might be file name, open CDR. All right, so I might have shapes in the background. I might have zoom, something like that. I might have other shapes, numbers, letters, whatever. And so I can control the shape and size of that, and also where it falls within the images. All right, so I'm going to go back over here. I've already pulled that in, and I want another. This is usually about how big these are, and I'm going to take this one and Powerclip inside this one, and once again click on the control button, and then I can click on the image, and now I can control it. And that's pretty close. Could make it a little bigger. Why not? Okay, and finished editing this level. So that one goes there. And you see I've got these arranged kind of in the wrong order because I want my image of myself to be over the top of this. Let's see if we can move this up. Shift page up. Yep. Okay, that did it. All right, this is closed out. Close this one out. Finish editing this level. That's the basic. Now on the logo, I'm going to pull in a file. Import. Now let's see, I want this. Side icons, balloon, side icon, ping. That's it. Right there. And I'm not sure what size I've been making that, but I think it's smaller. Let's see. We'll just go take a look. 184. So make this one 184. Okay. Go to brand text. On this, I want a rectangle. And I know it's going to go down here. And I want the rectangle, so 915. I'm taking the lock off of that so I can make these different sizes. Okay, so that is my text. All right, and I'm going to put a lens on this. Actually, I'm going to put a color on it first. And my color is FFCC 99. Now I'm going to put a lens on it. So I'll go to Window, Dockers, Effects, Lens. And I want this 30%. Okay. There we go. Okay, next I want some text. And this is going to be, so I'm good. Yep, left. All right, that's good. And this is CorelDRAW Techniques. There we go. All right, and finally, I want the, I don't need lens anymore. Okay, and finally, I want the title. And this is going to be, I'll just go ahead and type it in first. All right, the title today is Make a YouTube Thumbnail with CorelDRAW. Okay, I'm going to make this white. Yeah, that image is going to fight with this unless I make it a lot smaller. I think I will. And my size for this, I think, is 40, but I think that's going to make it way too big. All right. Arial, rounded, bold. I want to make this one here a little smaller. So I'll make that, say, 16. All right, now I'm going to go back to my Powerclip down here. And I want to edit this. Oops. Edit Powerclip. All right, let's make this image a lot smaller. And as a matter of fact, I think I'll bring in like 3 of them. So go back to channel art, thumbnails, pings. There's one, and there's one. Get different colored backgrounds. All right, so there's one and another. Make this one 600. Hit P to center it. $600. And that's pretty close to. All right, let's see what size this one is. That's 327. 327. And let's see, I think I will also tilt these a little bit. Okay, let's see how we look here. In finish. And this rectangle should not have an outline on it, so I'm going to take that off. Okay, I can go back and make this image bigger. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're smaller. Run it off the side of the page and see how it looks. Pretty close. It's got all my main elements. I've got my logo in the corner, my branded text down here in the bottom, my title up top. I've got an image here and then an image of myself. If you're going to make a lot of these, you can use any software, obviously. There's a lot of them available to make thumbnails with, but CorelDRAW will help you keep all of the elements organized and to be able to pull them in quickly. And then just as quick as that, I'll save that and export. I'm going to go, let's see, it keeps the name of the file. So I'm going to channel art, thumbnails, I'm making a ping file, that's where I'll put it. And let me export it. And notice that it starts out, because I started my file with that size. It's 1284 by 724. That should be 720. So chances are I made my rectangle too large, or something's hanging outside of it. So let me move this up. Oh, I bet you it's the CorelDRAW Techniques. So let's move that up. All right, that's inside of the box. So I'll move the whole box down. And I like this one closer to the edge, so I'll keep it down there. Okay? All right, so save it again. Control-E to export. Export. And it should be 1284 by 720 this time. I'm not, but I'm not going to worry with it. YouTube will cut it off if it needs to, and I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Cut that off. Make that 720. And I bet it won't hurt anything. That is ready to upload. There you see a way of using CorelDRAW to make thumbnails for YouTube. Make your elements, save them in locations that make sense and that are organized, and then you can pull all the pieces together, create your thumbnail quickly, and then while you're uploading your file, you can also upload your thumbnail. You don't have to take time to do that afterwards. And there you go. And that is how you use CorelDRAW to simply and easily make a thumbnail for your YouTube channel. If you got good, useful information out of this video, I hope you'll take a second to click on the like button down below. And if you like this kind of video, I hope you'll also subscribe to my channel and click on the bell. You'll be notified whenever I put out a new video. I thank you so much for being with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.